Alright, what is going on, guys? Crypto Mac here, bringing another crypto video today. We're going to take a look at Waxp, just do a bit of an update video. As we see, has done a pretty decent 24 hours, going up to as high as 52 cents, which is solid. And yeah, just thought I'd do a video on it. Also, I just did a video on Sandbox. If you want to watch that video, go ahead. Did a pretty in-depth analysis of what's going on with that coin, another NFT related coin, so you might be interested. If you do like the video, please give it a like, subscribe to the channel, guys. I do much appreciate it. And just want to say this video is not financial advice, so please do your own research. Okay, looking at Wax, looks pretty good, right? We look at this low. Well, let's firstly draw this across. This was kind of our line that we said Wax was trending between. It wasn't based off much. I guess these two like low points here, and then that kind of level of support there. And then I had a move, but mostly just a sideways movement was the point of that line. And we can see Wax went up a good 70% in a day, 2 days, which is really nice to see. And now trading at 50 cents. So it's pretty solid. We did have a massive correction. If we look back, we had a massive correction. So Wax went and pumped 240%, which is really solid. And then corrected as much as 59%. Nearly 60%, and then was sitting around that 50% range around here. Also, things to note, well, we had this big parabolic move right here, which came right off this falling wedge, and I spoke about this on the channel. My first video on Wax, I said it's in a falling wedge, and we'll watch to see if it broke out. The next day it broke out and hit our price target exactly as well. And that was a 60% move, massive move. And you look at it, if we draw this line across, well, where we moved up from here was right on that level, and it pumped 60%, and it was a 1 hour candle. That was a 1 hour candle. A 1 hour candle pumped 60%. Obviously a correction came from that, as you expect, but it was just a massive move, and just shows that Wax's potential. And you know, not financial advice, but you could miss it if you decided to buy here. Well, you'd make it, but you could be waiting to get an entry price, and then all of a sudden it pumps 60%, and now you're looking at Wax at 70 cents. You don't know if you want to buy. There's always an issue, but we can see somewhat forming a if we draw from back here, symmetrical triangle as well. We have a lot of lines here. I'm going to get rid of a couple. So this is the other thing that we're forming, is a bit of a symmetrical triangle. We can see like this, and there's current resistance here, as we can see. So it'll be interesting to see. We did come down. It'll be interesting to see what happens. So Wax could come back down. Depends on Bitcoin as well. If Bitcoin goes down, then Wax, come down to this region, find itself somewhere in here, and depending on what the market does, could come down, test support 44 cents, come back up, or could do the opposite. Just come up and then could break out and go higher. As I said, we saw this massive move from Wax in the past, therefore we could see it again, so it'll be something to watch pretty closely. Another thing to look at is this this line here. So this was our major trend line down. I'll draw it here. So this is our major trend line down, and we just broke out of this. As you can see right here, we just broke out, and this is a descending triangle, which is a bearish pattern, and you can see our price target is quite high. It's at 85 cents. The all-time high was about 97 cents, as you can see here for Wax, just shy of $1. Up here about 97 cents. The price target here is massive, and the price target's bigger than this massive surge that we saw there. But it's good to see this. As you can see, there was many touch points here. There was 2, 3, 4, nearly a fifth. And finally we've come up, and we have, for the moment, we have broken out. And as I said, the price target's 85 cents. This is good to see. So one thing we'll be watching is we broke out. Now, do we just go higher? Are we going to come up a little bit, then come down and test a line of support? Like, there's a few things that could take place, but it would just be something to watch like very closely to see what moves and what happens from there. Looking at the Wax Bitcoin chart, very similar story. Not a lot going on. It's also in a bit of a symmetrical triangle. We can see right here taking place. It also had this massive surge as well, and it's just very similar to the Wax USD chart. As I said, it's in the symmetrical triangle, which is a little different. But it'll be something to watch closely as well. Hopefully we can get that breakout and start a move for Wax against Bitcoin. It's always what you want with your altcoins. Looking at Bitcoin, I just did a bit of analysis on Bitcoin in my sandbox video, just a quick overview. Bitcoin was in the big falling wedge, we broke out, formed a symmetrical triangle, and then we went up again. I argue that this was potentially a bull flag, and then potentially we have formed another bull flag. This is quite heavy speculation, but it's something that I'm just curious about and want to see if this plays out. And if we do get a breakout, that price target's up around that $53,900 range, 54,000. So pretty high speculation. I know I'm not saying this is going to happen by any means, but as I said, it'll just be something that I'm watching, and hopefully it does play out, right? That'd be awesome if it does, and we'll talk about it on the channel. Feel free to follow my Twitter, links in the description. And if we see a breakout like that, I'll talk about it immediately. Same with this breakout here with Wax. You know, if we break out here, I'll talk about it right away. So yeah, I'm very bullish on Wax. I think it's going to perform quite well in 2022, Q1 to Q4. It's a good coin, good fundamentals. NFT coins, I mean, the NFT space is just blowing up right now. I keep saying it because it's true. And I mean, these coins can have big moves, and then, like, they will correct, but they can have these big moves and just parabolic moves. We saw that was 240%. We see this one was 60%. Very quick, very sharp moves that can just pump the price. If there's big news, big things get announced, that's when the coins can just move very sharply to the upside. So I'll do another video on this coin in maybe a week or whatever, depending on how it's performing, what we have to talk about. If you like the content, please like the video, guys. Do appreciate it, and subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment on what you think Wax will do. Anyways, I'll catch you later.